Hey guys, Kid here, Burn One. We're doing another commentary video on another tournament match. This time it's Milky Holmes versus Kemono Friends, and I guess it's a kind of spicy version of Kemono Friends. It's not one that gets played very often, but I'm actually joined with Dean and Nico as well to do a little commentary on this match. And seeing as Nico and Dean are respectively the experts of these two series in our group, I'll just have them a little talk about the match before it starts. If you guys want to talk about the matchup.
Sure, I'll start. Dean's build fucking sucks for Milky to play against. Oh my god, it's miserable. You just can't counter over anything, and you hate life. Not only that, depending on the top end you're on, like I see Tyler over here is running the on reverse burn 4, so he still has a chance to do stuff. But like if you just forego that and you run like witch Cheryl's, oh my god. Yeah, I don't think this matchup is super favorable for Milky, unless it just manages to compress really hard before. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're
But even
looking
then, it's
for the double striker then, mostly for the top end, if not the burn 4 event, or not event, but character, right?
yeah, Witch is just literally just a generic vanilla healer in this matchup.
Uh, well, yeah, what Nico said's pretty much right. There's like very few board setups where I can't clear 2 lanes against Milky with this deck. Because the raccoon, it plays the raccoon level 1. And so like Ellie's 10k after counter, 10-5 if she's behind the global 5, and then 12k if you use the Shero back row. But so like usually their board would be 2 Ellies and a Shero. Which means that like you can kill the Shero because it only counters to 6-5. Raccoons with double back row hit 10-5 on attack. And then if you field an otter in the third slot, the other one would be 14-5. Which means that like they're forced to lose 2 lanes. And anything, if you can just clear 2 lanes of Milky's every turn, the deck like slowly it just doesn't really have a real strength anymore. It's kind of how I feel about the deck.
Yeah, that's pretty on point there.
As long as you can like stress them early and not give them not let them like they're either forced to bleed stock or bleed hand or a combination of both. So that's kind of like how I approach the matchup. And then it turning off I don't think the burn one's like a super real top end by itself. But
it's not, but at the same time, like you don't wanna like if he just tri-fields witch on you, you just feel absolutely miserable. So yeah. It's just really, really nice to turn that off.
Yeah, it does turn off a little bit of their reach. But yeah, I think that's about like as long as you can force the like some stress on their board and make it where like one counter doesn't save 2 lanes, I think that the matchup becomes kind of bad for the Milky player.
Yeah, that seems about right, I guess. So I guess we'll just hop into the game here.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, Dean's being a good player here. I see he opens up Kaban.
Yeah, Milky doesn't really have if they don't play the level 0 Ellie that like negs 3k to a card, I know they don't really have answers.
Yeah, they don't.
People don't tend to play that card too often.
Not really. So what are you searching out here? Searching out another Kaban. All right.
Kaban for Kaban's always a good value play.
Yeah.
So,
let's see what's gonna happen here.
yeah, I didn't have a card that was bigger than 1,000.
That's kind of feels a little bad. It's all right. Are you thinking of maybe trying to push him to 1 so he doesn't, since he didn't plop down the Ellie back row? Yeah, it looks like you are. Takes the 3. Cancels that one.
Were you just looking to push damage there? Because since you didn't clear out his level 0 stock bomb.
Um,
Or did you forget 1,000 plus 500 is 1,500?
no, it was more of like my hand. Like I'm already showing like 3 out. And I think I had like a gold bar in hand, so I was kind of afraid of just eating too much damage. Like if I trade with the stock bomb and open up a lane, and then he tri-fields me and then slams climax like this, like it'd be pretty crippling, right?
Yeah.
And because I double canceled, he passed to like try to level lock me because like he knows that this way he pluses on board, and he can probably push me to 2. Since like I mean, look, I'm 0-6 now. things aren't looking too good.
You're out like what? I think like 4 at this point, or 5.
Yeah. And I think that's like my only playable is this, and I don't even have the raccoon engraved, so like it's kind of like a hard neg.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, we're just gonna side to get the stock.
And just to block a little damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I am a disgusting sack.
I think at this point you have, I guess, 2 in deck. If you double cancel, I assume you have the gold bar in hand, right, for your level 1 combo.
I believe so.
Yeah, you either have 2 or 3 in your deck right now.
Does the Ellie here? Just gets another Ellie. Is he just slamming and going, or is he dropping? No, doesn't pop down the Cheryl. I guess he couldn't grab it. Dean cancels on. Precise numbers here so far. All right.
Good player alert.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I felt really disgusting then because I'm like, man, I think that's 8.
Oh man.
I think that was like my only green.
Yeah. What are you getting off the Kaban?
I assume he grabs Otter if he doesn't have it in hand, right? Because he needs to be able to contest this board. That or another Arai.
The problem with this deck is it like bleeds hand like really fast, and so here I'm like doing power checks on things because I'm not used to seeing the praying Ellie too often.
Understandable, but I mean, like, I think it shouldn't matter too much because now he doesn't even have the Cheryl on board, so just get the brainstorm there. All right.
I mean, I'm almost out of. I think I'm like
Yeah,
I either have 1 in deck or I'm like out.
Yeah. You need to mill through your deck. You're counting here for just to see if you can clock draw brainstorm and then still stock charge on reverse, I'm guessing.
No, I'm seeing like what I have to do to like mill my deck. Like, do I have to clock draw, or can I like
Gotcha.
forgo the clock draw?
Looks like you forgo the clock draw. And you slam down the bar and go.
Yeah, because I win 2 lanes here on paper.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is be a good player and pass top check on Otter, right?
Otter's a powerful card. I think these Arais are 8/5s at the moment. They're 9Ks actually on attack.
Unfortunately, reveal event there, so no power. Force counter here in the last lane.
Yep. Well, no, I think he side attacked in the center lane anyway.
Yeah. Well, because
I'm
my
saying
thought
in
is
the
I
last
can
lane,
because
so-
Otter has hand encore, which is really disgusting. So I only have to try to keep it going.
Tyler's debating on how many. Oh, he gets punished. I guess he's out at this point.
Yeah.
And he levels up. That's still kind of like a little. I would say it's a little spooky for the Kemono Friends player because both of the Ellies lived. He just killed pretty much a shitter on board, and he's getting a decent amount of stock. So
Yeah,
like, what do you do if if he
Otter.
drops the early play here?
Well, with Otter, he can still contest the early play easily, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the Otter, if it passes the top check, is a plus 4,000 to a card every turn because it has hand on core. I think -1 damage is worth like clearing a lane every turn against Milky.
Yeah, I agree. Please drop Searcher. I think he's going to drop a gate, right? No, he doesn't. Curious, is he playing the gate this turn, or is he just holding it?
Didn't he held on to a gold bar through his refresh? Yeah, so
No. Oh, yeah, he does have
it. So I assume he's.
I'm pretty sure he also has a gate. I guess
sometimes you want to slam every turn.
This is true. Does the effect.
Ooh, he's out. What is that? 4 or 5 already? There's 2 in hand. 2 just went to waiting room.
I think he's out 5 at this point, so that's a really feels bad.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Plops down it goes.
Oh no, how am I supposed to heal?
So
just cancel.
With the Cheryl on board, can he still with Otter Pump contest both lanes or?
Well, I can contest the Sharo lane is the thing.
Yeah.
So like I have to side and Ellie, and then I contest a Sharo as well.
So you still contest 2 lanes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering, is that even worth overplaying his character there, like that? I'm not 100% sure since I don't play the deck like often.
It depends on his hand size. Since he has like 4 hand right now, so I don't think that was the play, unless he's planning to use the Cheryl to salvage something on Dean's turn.
I think he has 5 hand right now, actually, but
I just counted 4, but it's kind of a little difficult to see.
Ooh, this card that I never played down before.
Oh boy! All right, that's a spicy play. Grabs the early play, gets the event. He's gonna grab the event, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kemono doing Kemono things, just trying to prolong the game as much as possible.
I guess I have the option to grab this backup, but man, that backup just sucks. Or do I grab it? I forget. Double global. I now have a 12/5 on board.
Yep.
Yeah, I just go for the raccoon. The backup seems pretty worthless.
How big is your stuff on defense?
It's
I guess yeah. It doesn't really contest anything.
well, the Kaban's 500 for every other, so it sits at 11/5, and then I have double global 5 and back row. It's 12/5.
So Ellie only gets to 12k, so you're completely fine in that one lane. I guess now you're just doing math for power.
Another failed top check. Unfortunate.
Really feels bad. Tyler goes for the counter. Mills a little bit.
Ooh,
grabs the early play. That might actually get some value this game.
I mean, it probably does looking at his hand and everything.
Yeah. And then he pays 2 to salvage. Grabs back the counter. Understandable. I don't... If he's already out 5, I don't... Oh.
He's a good play.
Yeah. I was like, I guess he just knew he was going to cancel there. Understand completely.
Double
I was like, based on how much he had left in deck, I think technically the correct play was to keep milling. But, I mean, it worked out, so...
I got the double bonder because it's a ditch out mixed with a pay 1+. Which, with this deck, like, this build struggles to keep hand. Like especially meaningful hand. So that card's like pretty good.
Mills 4. I'm assuming he's going to grab the Restander, yeah.
Yep.
He still looks to have a pretty chunky amount of cards in his deck. But, yeah. Manages to early play, though. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I almost never see anyone use that card.
Yeah. I think with the yellow now, a lot of people just kind of cut it because 6 or more climaxes in waiting room is just kind of like just a real crappy condition.
It's hard to meet.
Yeah, considering one of them is all like sometimes going to be in like your level zone and stuff, it's just a real hassle to try to properly set it up. Plops the gate and goes. All right. Swings for big damage.
Yeah, how many are you out here? Is this even?
Like not many.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess he just wants to get the
Just
gate out of his
casually
hand.
triple
Yeah.
cancels. Yeah. Let's see. What does Dean do here? You still probably have like what 1 or 2 left in deck, right? So I'm guessing you might go for the brainstorm here.
Yeah, and play out the gate as well. I'm a
there
good
you
player.
go.
Good player alert. Hitting 2 on brainstorm.
Yeah. I'm assuming the rest of his deck's probably clean on top of that.
I think I only had one miss on the coin flip back to hand, and I think I top checked that one miss there. I'm like, it's pretty good. Okay, now I get the back row. Man, I don't know what I was doing here.
I think you needed it for red because you still play moose, right? So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
I think that's what you were probably.
Oh, and it was
about.
like the only thing I could grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and slamming climaxes are also red. So. Oh,
Tyler's
man.
debating on whether or not to mill his deck. Gambles and takes the 2. Cancels that. I'm guessing he's gonna mill here, yeah, unless you side attack.
No, I don't care about side attacking.
Yeah, he opts to eat the 3. I'm not
What?
sure if I enjoy that.
He has- doesn't he have 2 counters
that's
in hand
clock
right now?
compression.
He does. Like, yeah, it's clock compression, but it's 3 damage you don't have to take. Like,
Yeah.
as the Milky Holmes player, like, if you hit 3 here, like, what's the, I'm not understanding, like, why are you trying to hit 3?
Yeah, I would have
Right, I guess 'cause,
valued
like,
You're
I
not-
don't really
you're
have a
more
board.
on
Yeah.
the mill.
Well, that's the thing. He also has the board, so if he managed to mill the 3, and then
Oh wait! I remember this. He's like, we're really close to time, so I have to go all in and just take the damage and hope for game.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I remember
think
you
we had,
saying something that even though there's 10 minutes left in the game,
yeah.
or in that round
I think-
actually.
Yeah,
This
I
was
think he
just a-
panicked a little bit here then,
Yeah.
because I just don't agree with that last play. Fields double restander. Very nice. Grabs the Ronco Cordy there.
Man, this feels so bad because there's no board. He just all this extra soul.
Yeah,
And, like-
and Dean's just kind of canceling everything.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Dean has like
think-
six in memory or something, right? At this point.
Yeah.
So like, you wouldn't think. Oh my god, that was so
Yeah.
dirty. You wouldn't think
That was a
that
turn.
kimono's that compressed, but I mean, like, you gotta always remember that like that memory compression adds up like crazy.
yeah, it
And then
does.
also it's just like I don't know, restander in an open lane. It's pretty bad. I just top check. I see it. I see the last climax, I think, in the deck, and I'm just like, sure, we'll do that. I think I do. I have the bear. Do I have the bear?
Let's find out. You do?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Damn.
that's not the bear? My bad.
No, that's
I don't know the
nice.
animals. Mono friends. My bad.
Oh, double plus. Hit gate, bounce back to hand.
Tyler,
Well, I think-
however,
was there a
also
miss?
seems to
I
triple
don't-
cancel. Oh no, he just eats 1 here.
And I didn't opt to use Kaban there. I
Yeah.
could have had more hand.
I mean, you have a fresh deck you get to go through too with Kaban, right? So
Oh, I actually had too much hand.
Oh.
Heels down.
Yep.
Big swings here.
Yep. Eats the 3.
Ooh, gold bar.
Hmm. Blind stuck to climax. That's a real feels bad, man.
Ooh, he got past.
He got past
got the
Caban,
burn.
broke it.
I'm guessing you go probably for the. Did you
Heal
grab
event.
another airplane? Oh, the heal event. Okay. I thought you might have chosen to go for the rest event, but
I
I
think
guess
the
you
list
can't.
only played one rest event, which is
Yeah. I think the rest of it's in stock, or not stock, in waiting room.
In hand
now.
already?
No,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's in waiting room. I thought I saw it there earlier, but we'll see. All right, another otter. Can Dean get there?
Let's find out.
like I want this Ronco dead. That's all I know.
Swings there. You just, yeah, forego the stock. I like it.
Then I guess he didn't counter.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
like,
my cards. Did he not have to counter? Right? Oh, it's because he would have one less climax on refresh, I guess.
yeah, but
Hmm.
I guess it's just maybe different ways people think about the game. Oh, it's okay. He cancels anyway.
I don't know. He didn't like pay 3 encore that.
I'm not sure either.
Maybe
Just
he was
because
just
now he
on
doesn't
tilt at
really
this
have.
point.
I think that's the only real plausible explanation. Just because like that's his only real finisher. He's slamming a climax and going. He doesn't even stock charge with the Ellie.
Oof.
Dean eats the 3.
Oh yeah, so he
But-
did have it paper plane in hand or airplane or whatever. So he tapped down the center.
Yeah,
card.
he taps down the
Yeah.
restander. Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, now how do I get to 3 the best here?
Tyler eats the 2 here.
And then I think I remember going, wow, maybe I should have been able to side for 1 instead of 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancels the 2. And I think you opt not to blind stock because
The
Yeah.
climax.
Puts the
out,
climax
yeah.
back in. So yeah.
Tyler going on the counter. Ooh,
Yeah. But
that's really. Oh my goodness.
rip.
And dies. Yeah, it's very
Oh
unfortunate.
man, I mean, I think he was really out a lot at that point. I wonder why he just decided to stop on 3 after revealing another climax. I mean, like you were dead anyway for the most part.
Yeah, I
so
think at that
you just
point-
go to 4 and just like you got a high roll at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. So yeah, I think at the end there, Tyler went on a little bit tilt. I think because I remember I do remember he was really worried about time, even though he had 10 minutes left in the round. And I think that restand play probably put him on tilt from there. And then he just kind of made some like suboptimal plays towards the end there. Did it 3 costs his Cordelia and forgot to even stock charge off his combo. I think the only other thing like I think was like kind of questionable was that one turn where Dean was like semi compressed and he just slams the gate. I guess he was just trying to get it out of his hand.
Yeah, I think
but
that might have been it.
Yeah.
But he was swinging for some like 3s and 4s when Dean was already like still like something like 6 or 7 in his deck, and it was just like a fairly compressed deck at that point. So you're definitely not gonna, unless you get really lucky, you're not gonna be like swinging in for these 3s and 4s and having them stick.
Okay. But how do you win in this game?
You're right.
Swing
Get
damage.
lucky.
I think my like the play I'm just not really a fan of was the turn. I think he just opted to eat 3 damage when he had the ability to just counter. And like, yeah, he goes back in with 1 less climax, but like, you have a chance. You actually have a chance to cancel, opposed to guaranteed eating 3
Well,
damage.
I think his thought was, because he thought that we were gonna go into time. So in which is double loss. So in his mind, he needs to end the game now.
Okay, so he needed to accelerate the game state, but like, I don't know. Maybe I guess maybe he was just a little concerned about the time, just because like, I don't think swinging in with the restanders is feasibly going to kill you. I actually don't think it was mathematically going to kill you either.
Yeah,
But,
that was
you know.
like praying for some really crazy high roll there. I guess like you said, I think the only reasoning there was he's like, I need to take this 3 damage to hit level 3 already. But I mean, like, we literally, I mean, if we unmute the audio, I'm pretty sure we literally call right when he decides to do that play. We say there's 10 minutes left in the round. At like 10 minutes, you still have like enough time that you're going to get like minimum like 3 turns or so, or maybe like at least 2 turns, right? I don't know if you should be too worried at that point. I know you're like, this matchup is Kemono friends, which is like their game plan is I'm going to heal the entire game until someone loses the game.
Or we both lose.
Yeah, or we both lose. Yeah, but I think that was just like, you know, I got a little too desperate there, and then I think towards the end there it was like extra tilt because like I think how many turns was that after he got after? Like, did he get like 4 turns after that, or he got at least 3 turns, right? 3 complete.
I think it was 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
And then he finished before time was actually up because I think the match was only about 29 minutes long. So yeah, I think that was like the very much deciding factor there was that play there because he was very worried about time and getting that double loss. But yeah. I mean, any of your thoughts, Dean, on the match, at least for your play or anything like that?
Man, I think first deck I was a pretty disgusting sack. After that,
those cancels were really they were pretty tilt-inducing.
Yeah, they're dirty cancels.
I think if I made a mistake, it was by not grabbing the 2-1 counter off of that first heal event and instead opting for the Arai. I think my thought was like, this counter could help me win a lane on defense. I don't know. It's like I think that a big problem with like the way I piloted this deck on this day was I never think about winning board with Kemono. Like that's just not a thought that crosses my mind. So like I had the ability to counter over with the backup to save the Kaban. But in my mind, like getting the raccoon and possibly getting another stock later, or like just like having like an attacker, just seemed more like how Kemono is to me as a set. So because I do think that not grabbing that backup was quite the misplay there, at level 2.
Yeah, because like getting that backup and winning lane on defense against Milky Holmes also opens it up. So there's one less lane they have the opportunity to use their counter to mill their deck. So I'm not sure if that's like a factor you ever think about looking at the matchup. But I mean, I understand that like normally those like type of counters and like Kemono friends, you're never like contesting on defense, you know?
Yeah, because like Kemono friends normally feels like Dolphin, or just like has like really weak cards on defense. So I wasn't used to like I don't know, like even though I had a 12-5 on my board, it like wasn't registering to me as a 12-5. Or something I had to like really protect like that. Or I think another thing that I thought was like, how does Milky kill this thing? Because I don't think he played the early play, or he might have.
Well, he had the 3-2 on board at that point, the healer.
No, he didn't. He played it. He played in response at the end of that turn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So like I thought Milky Holmes really isn't able to answer this card. Even without a backup.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think not grabbing the backup was pretty big. Or maybe I just thought I didn't have like a ton of stock to waste on the counter. I'm not sure. Yeah. That's about like what I think I did wrong.
All right. I guess anything else to add, Nico, before we close this out?
Once again, shout outs to all the Milky Holmes players out there, all 3 of you.
Hello.
Oh man.
I own the deck.
I also own the deck, except not updated, unfortunately. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I guess we'll see you guys in the next commentary video. Later. Before you go, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you do enjoy our content, as it does help us grow, and check out some of these social media links below.